I was going to turn this into a reel, but I've got too many thoughts for a reel. So I am currently in a hotel that I will be posting the details of very shortly. Um, and I recognize that this applies in multiple spaces for literally everybody that has the misfortune of being attracted to men. But hear me out. My job treats me better than most men. My job, I got in here, I got to this hotel, and not only did I have like the like red carpet laid out for me, but not every hotel does this. But I want you to see this. One, this is a gift. And two, they laminated a picture of my face and posted my and wrote out my accomplishments and talking about how Shayna finds inspiration in the timeless elegance of insert name here, Barcelona. That's my face. When was the last time that a man laminated a picture of your face? Exactly. Exactly. Not just laminated a picture of your face, but took that laminated picture of your face and then attached it to a gift. This wine, they gave me a bottle of wine right out there. I've got wine, I've got food, I've got more food than I can even eat, and I have a dinner reservation in about an hour. Men don't deserve me. Men don't deserve women generally, but my God, they don't deserve me. And I was literally just talking to my best friend about this, but I think that it doesn't just apply to me or people. I think that there's elements of this that applies to everybody. Because while I recognize that I am not at the pinnacle of my career, I know I'm not. I'm doing very well for myself, especially as a freelancer in this economy. But like, I am nowhere near as high as I could be in this career. That's fine. So I know where I could be, but also where I'm at, I'm consistently reminded of Shayna, you can't just let anybody into your space. Because where you are is where other people dream to be, even though where you are is not the highest that you know that you could reach, that you can thrive in. Like, where you are is not your forever environment. It is a stepping stone. And while you recognize it as a stepping stone, other people see it as the final destination. And so whether it's like friends or a partner or whatever, you can't just let anybody into that space because you know where you're headed, and people are more than happy to just strap themselves on koala style to your back and just weigh you down. And I'm like, oh, I can't live like that. Can't live like that. I've had to drop so many men since I've been here. Yes, I literally did just get here. Don't ask me how I found these men, but I've had to drop all of them since I've got here. And there was one that I really enjoyed. He had so much not promise. The reality of him I really enjoyed. And as I continued to learn the reality of him, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. And I had to vocalize, or else I was going to be wasting my time. I was like, and I didn't word it like this because there's a whole bunch, y'all don't need to know the details of it. Basically, it was just like, hey, I don't think you're ready. You got a whole lot of stuff going on in your life, and I don't know if you're ready. And he was sad. And honestly, I was upset too, because y'all know I don't like men's thoughts. Y'all know I don't talk to men. And I liked his thoughts. And I liked his face. And I liked the way that he saw the world. And I liked the way that he treated me. And I was like, wow, this was a pleasant experience that I would like more of. But at the end of the day, was not ready. Now, while that is unfortunate, I can't just be accommodating. I can't just be like, oh, no, it's fine. Oh, no, don't worry, take your time. Oh, no, my face is laminated with a gift and balloons. I had to cut him loose. I said, listen, you go and figure out what's going on with you. And then once you figure out what that is, I have enjoyed our time. And if I am still, like, reach out to me when you're, like, all settled or, like, figured out and whatever. And if I'm still single, I'd love to talk to you. But I can't make any promises about that. Who's to say if he even understands that or not? In my experience, men don't get that. Men don't seem to, they hear that as she never wants to talk to me again. They hear that as I've ruined everything and I might as well shoot myself in both Achilles tendons because clearly she doesn't. We'll see. We'll see. Will I keep you guys updated on that? I don't know, because chances are, it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. My face is laminated with my accomplishments, balloons, and a gift. And while I even recognize, because this is not just like a talking about men post, this is also a talking about friendship. I have been thirsty for friendship since I've arrived back in Spain. For some reason, it has been a little harder, significantly, I'm not gonna lie, harder to make friends while here. Now, if I'm gonna be completely astrologically for real with you guys, the last time that I was here, I did arrive in my 7th house year, which is like long-term relationships. And not only did most of the people that I meet fall into my 7th house, like whether it's their sun, whether it's their rising, whether it's their whatever, right? There were a lot of people that fell into my 7th house, and I met them very quickly upon, within 2 weeks, my friend group was set. It was hot. Now, I'm in my 8th house here. We're talking loss, we're talking taxes, we're talking debts, we're talking other people's resources, we're talking a whole bunch of other things that like I just don't quite vibe with, but listen, it's Virgo. I'm gonna say this time and time again, I stand for Virgos. I know they're the villains in a lot of people's storybook, but not in mine. Not in mine. Anyway, that's coming to a close. I'm gonna start my 9th house here. 9th house, what year of long-term travel? My 9th house is stacked. So I'm saying, okay, come my birthday, or like the closer I get to my birthday, things should be falling more deeply into place, especially since I've made this long distance, because that's travel with a passport. One thing about me, stamped. One thing about me, booked. One thing about me, praying for an upgrade. Like that's my life. That's what I'm doing. That's how I vibe. This is my 4th glass of wine. Do not mind me. All this to say, what am I saying? I am saying, and this is a lesson this is me speaking to me and people like me. While community, like I live for community. You'll hear how I talk. I live for community. I love platonic community. I love community, people gathering for a common connection, common good, common whatever. I live for that shit. And depending on who you are, where you are, what your goal is, not everybody can be in community with you, and it sucks. You can't take everybody with you. And a lot of us, especially Black women, we've heard that throughout our childhood. We've heard that for years and years and years. I've heard that for years and years and years. And I agree with it. And the reality of it sucks. Like, I can't just take everybody with me when it comes to these amazing places that I go to. Like, you see this bed right here? I didn't realize that somebody would come in it gets changed in the morning and in the night because there's a different set of night pillows, and they give you a story time also. And I was like, oh, that is adorable. I'm also on my period, so the story time thing did almost make, but that's besides the point. I, at this point in my life, am really excited for the people that will be in community, like intimate community with me. Because like, yeah, I'm just really excited for the people that will enter into my life at this point that I can enter into intimate community with. Because there's a lot of people that I had to let go. Not just the men's, but also, I think I shared this before, a lot of my friends that I got here, like all my girlfriends that were here, they went on to other things. All the friends that I had left were guys. And I had to cut all but one of them loose, and that's the only gay guy that's in the group. So I'm like, oh. So now that I have all this open space in my communal life, I'm excited for who comes in. Because energetically, I feel like they have to be more aligned with who I am now as opposed to who I was like a year ago. So that's all for now. I adore you guys. Talk to you later. Feel free to leave your thoughts. This is more of a rant than anything. But yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.